Some of the equipment that I'll put on, it's already weighing heavy. This is at least a 15, 20-pound jacket that I'm putting on. And then on top of that, oh my gosh, this oxygen tank. This is already another 20 pounds. And that's not even all of it. I'm still missing the pants, the helmet, and even a ski mask to protect my face from the flames that are going to be coming out of the fires I'm fighting.
Taking a look at how much snow has piled up on that roof, and as it falls down, it falls into these snowbanks that are still feet high after the 2 weeks of almost non-stop snow. Well, Brian and Catherine here on Cedar and Tulare, there's still a lot of police and fire response, and including city officials as well. And right now, joining me live now is Mayor Jerry Dyer. Mayor, thank you so much for taking the time today. We really appreciate it. So can you just give us a quick recap of what happened here? We know that this was a big response as well, and for you to be out here as well. How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm relieved.
Where I'm standing right now is 100 feet from Dinky Creek Road, and it's signified by this pink tape that fuel crews use to mitigate everything in between. They create those debris piles that you see right behind me. But what about the economic impact bringing students back to campus fully would have on the community? Well, just across the street from the university, within walking distance, is Celestino's Pizza. And the owner, Enzo Perry, tells me it would be a huge help to his business and his workforce, especially after the pandemic. Where we are in is under an evacuation warning right now. We just heard the Merced Police Patrol. They were coming through this street right here, going through the inches of water that are already on this road. Remnants of the vandalism still visible here on East Avenue, like this boarded up window here of the tiny home. And even pieces of glass still on the floor left over from the broken window. But as Everhart Village comes closer to becoming a reality, to opening here near the Butte County Behavioral Health offices, of that family of 7, 4 were transported to the hospital in critical condition. The mom and dad and 2 other children. And I just got off the phone with a family member who say that the 2 children are doing a lot better, which is good news after this devastating fire that happened right behind me here in Strathmore. A home for a family of 7 burned from the inside out, now being boarded up. A fire ripped through this home on Bruce and Guthrie Drives in Strathmore early Tuesday morning. 2 little girls, sisters, aged 7 and 9, died inside the home.
Ella me dijo, fire in my house.
Jose Rivera lives across the street from the now charred home. He told us in Spanish this really hit home for him.
No, pues mal.
Well, I feel bad. That's family. I also have kids, and I just feel horrible. All day at work, I was thinking of them, thinking of the kids. He would greet the mother of 5 now and then, but never did he think he would be there for her in her time of need. When I woke up, the mother was already here in front of my house with her son of 13 years. I brought out a chair for the woman, and we gave her some water, and she relaxed a little bit. She was yelling, "My kids, my kids, my kids," and "My husband, my husband, my husband." The woman's husband and 2 other children, ages 5 and 11, were transported to Kauai Health before being taken to CRMC in Fresno later in the day. The mother was later taken in the hospital in critical condition. I told my wife, call 911, but they took a long time, and so I ran to the nearby fire station to get the firefighters, and they were the first firefighters to show up. Captain Francisco Benitez, a fire investigator with Tulare County, says the cause of the fire is still under investigation. But the one smoke detector this 3-bedroom home had wasn't working.
Make sure you have smoke detectors and that they are working. That's one thing we didn't find in this house was working smoke detectors.
It's a strong and tragic reminder to keep your home fire safe. Fire officials suggest to check on your smoke detectors inside your home every 10 months and change the batteries if need be. The family gave us a GoFundMe to share with you. You can find it on our website at yourcentralvalley.com. In Strathmore, Esteban Reynoso, CBS 47 Eyewitness News. California's early prison release policies are having a dramatic effect on the state's ability to fight fires and flooding.
No, it's definitely, we're 86, crews short right now of the CAL FIRE CDCR crews.
Chief Justin Schmolinger with CAL FIRE says out of the 152 inmate crews CAL FIRE needs, only 57 are fully staffed. CAL FIRE leaders saying one of their most important assets has been slashed by more than half.
And we are the largest wildland fire department in the world. And one of our major resources and one of our major tools in the toolbox is our hand crews.
The Inmate Assistance Program's another victim of the COVID pandemic.
COVID-19 did play a big part in it. We did have a lot of releases. The early releases played a big part in our program, a lot of those individuals that were eligible for early release were from the camp program.
In total, Chief Schmolinger says there are supposed to be over 2,500 individual inmate volunteers year-round. Right now, that number is less than 1,000. Only certain prisoners are eligible to help with the special crews, making the situation even tougher.
A lot of minor things that would allow you to be in the program, they're not there. We've had to come up with some ideas to get additional crews.
CAL FIRE now forced to turn to seasonal firefighters, the Conservation Corps, and even the National Guard.
I mean, are you at all worried because of the stats of the lack of these hand crews?
I mean, that's always in the back of our head, because of the lack of hand crews. Yeah, it's in the back of our head. I don't know if it's a worry, but it's definitely in the back of our head.
I mean, what if I just take my cup out there and fill it up?
I can help out.
Thinking
about that.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be a little mucky, but it's okay.
That's brutal.
We would help clean up, right?
It is 5 o'clock somewhere, but only for cleanup for those.
Exactly. And speaking of us here, it's 5:47 in the morning.
And here you could see some of the orange markings the MATE team has made, along with the skid marks left over from the Jeep that hit that ditch and then rolled over several times.
Well, Nicole, Sheriff Mike Boudreau gave a very, very quick update. This whole press conference lasted just under 10 minutes. Unfortunately, I have Alan just up the road from where I'm standing right now. And right behind me, this is what fire crews called one of the most active spots of the fire at one time. Now they've been battling it out, and you could see it's not as active as before. So on top of everything that you see here in this building, including the brand new computers that you see right behind me, this all came together with $400,000 from the Boys and Girls Club of Fresno County that went into this club. From the new tables to all of the books. I'm here at the border between Tulare County and the city of Porterville, and as you can see right here at Tule River, you can see just how high the water level is. Right now they're using any heavy machinery that they have to take out any big debris pieces that can block that water, like any of these right here in their debris pile.